my heart wide open. I know you can hear my true love being spoken. Preach your name.
Welcome to the Lewis and K podcast. Featuring myself, Lewis.
And I'm K.
Crisscross.
I'm finally black. Been praying for it so long. My gosh.
It's just what you wish for. Yeah. Just don't go outside. I get dark as shit. Credit score.
I make that joke, bro. I really make that joke. Like, dang, I can't be outside too long because I get dark. Now, part of me is just joking. But then, there is racism in this country, so.
I shit you not, bro. Like, I'm like, I could pass as black, right? I could pass as Hawaiian. I could pass as Dominican, you know what I'm saying? I go outside to the beach for a day, I'm a nigga. there's hands that, hey, you dark as fuck, boy.
Two things off of that. It's funny. You ever met somebody so dark they turn purple?
Michael Blackson.
Yeah, like they color purple. And the second part, I can't relate to it because I don't think I'm seen as black ever.
What you mean? Like,
no one treats me as a minority. I don't act like a minority. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I act like a white guy. Hi, remember we tried to record a song? Sound hood.
I don't know what
do you mean, Kay? I need you to sound like this. I need you to sound.
What the bar was. This shit was white.
I need you to sound hood.
Oh Lord, feeling forgotten.
He broke out his emo boy voice.
Man, it's okay. Why is it hard for you to cut off people that are toxic to you?
Because I forgive too easy. I say that's like, I wouldn't call it a flaw. I think being able to forgive people is like a great quality. But knowing how to do that without setting yourself up for failure is a whole nother great quality, you know? And I'm learning it. It's just hard.
Damn, I was just trying to stump you, bro. With like, wow, you came prepared? Where's your note cards?
Sorry for being.
Where's your note cards at, buddy? It's a teleprompter in the back, actually.
In the back of my head.
We got you. Okay, that's a good answer. We accept that answer.
What's yours?
My worst. That's all I got, bro.
No. What's I'm asking you the same question.
Oh, for me?
Like when it comes to cutting people, or
that's easy for me to cut people off.
Is it easy for you to cut people off?
I got two rules: you lie to me, or you steal from me. My two things. Once you that happens, cut you off. Because the thing is, I guess for me is, and there's levels of cutting off. Like I don't burn bridges.
Yeah, I had to learn that. Because I definitely was like one way or the other.
Yeah, it's like God has blessings for you, and the reason why I'm not getting my blessings is because I don't want to cut off these toxic people, right? I'm gonna cut you off because if I use it as an example for my children. If they had an inheritance, right, but I found out they were hanging with toxic people. I'm not going to give them that inheritance. Sorry, I'm hood. Sorry. Speech impediment here.
Is that because you don't want them to do like toxic, stupid stuff?
Who you are, who you surround yourself with is who you are. Like at the end of the day, I can know who you are by the people you surround yourself with. And it sounds like, what do you call, like putting somebody in the box? But people aren't that complicated. Like people do complicated stuff or they go through complicated stuff, but people themselves are not complicated. Like there is a psychological thing called the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and it goes 5 tiers, a pyramid from bottom to up, and it lists like what human beings need in order to self-actualize. And it's something that I practice. On the bottom tier, on tier 5, it's you need your physicality met, like you need food. So you need like the basic stuff, food, shelter.
Like the shit that actually takes care of your body.
Yeah, and then the next tier is
physical
going to be
stuff.
like safety. So finance, security, right? And then the next level is a sense of belonging. So community, right? Like church or a basketball team, or I say basketball team because you know your skin color.
Bro, I play pickleball on Tuesday. Shut the
I
fuck up.
know, man. Yo, you told me that. I said, how far my friend has come. Come to our side now. We love blue cheese with our wings.
I had this.
But the next level after
no
that,
seasoning, just blue cheese.
Oh, ooh, that's salt. Oh my gosh, that adobo.
Can I get some extra mild wings with a lot of blue cheese?
The celery.
Oh
celery.
yeah, and
They
I
love
need
the
my
celery.
celery sticks. Can you bring those out first?
So the next one, after sense of belonging, your self-esteem gets to be built. And I started realizing that with myself from being a single man to being in a relationship because, in a relationship where now I have my home, I have income, right? I have a nice security system, right? Because, you know, see where I live at.
I live in Newport Richie.
You're right.
Talking about-
You're right. I'm sorry.
Where I live at. I was on the phone with you and I watched a motherfucker get knocked out right in front of my front yard. Like literally there was like grass, then you know that little strip for the water and shit. Body.
Well, I live in Riverview.
That man got us said, you hit hard.
I'm hearing. I forgot.
So
like, I guess my thing is like, what do you call? I'm seeing news article people getting shot in my area, right? But I went to go visit you.
I don't know if they can afford to shoot around me.
And this man, I called this man.
Yo,
I haven't had that yet. A fight outside.
I said, what is going on outside? There's always yelling.
Yeah, I forgot.
I said, hold on, Lewis. I walk outside, and it gets louder, and two people yelling. A female trying to pull the one dude back. The other dude's like pressing, like. And I come out the door. Then my neighbor across the street come out the door. He's like, hey, what the fuck is going on? Blah, blah, blah. And there was so much commotion. I don't know what was being said, but all I know is that dude did not start walking. As soon as he hit his front door, he was at that street, man. He said, that's my fucking neighbor, bro. And he's like, no. He hit him like this. Not like this, just smacked him with the fist.
Yo, and this is why you need an HOA. Yo, you pay a fee, but you won't see that in your neighborhood.
You know that corner store we went to? I pull up. I'm cool with all the people that work there. And the lady was like, oh my God, were you in a fight during the week earlier this week or something like that?
I'm
And
done.
I was like, I wasn't in no fight, but you talking the fight that happened right in front of my house? She's like, I don't even fucking know. But he came in here bleeding all over the floor and stuff like that.
You thought that was me?
And left blood all over it. I was like, first of all, we ain't fighting around here. You want to fight, put the gloves on. If you're not going to put the gloves on, we're not fair.
We shoot.
You know, no, it's
Like,
it's not one of those.
That's why I'm mad in life. It's just like, man, anybody in Florida, anybody can carry a gun.
That's the thing. If we was in a different place, maybe.
Yeah, New York, you know.
New York, I definitely am keeping a gun. Nigga stab over there.
You can't have. They don't let you carry guns in New York.
How do niggas have guns in New York then?
I mean, they're criminals. I'm talking about Florida. Unless you have.
You don't think I'd be a criminal for my life, nigga?
No, I don't think you would.
Listen, I do whatever God tells me to do.
Yeah,
He ain't told me to put this
Boy,
gun down yet. So if I move to New York, he better speak to me before I figure it out. Because if he don't figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out. But niggas is not getting stabbed.
Sorry, Matt. I read you said having a gun, and it reminded me of a case law I read where so you have self defense. So there's one dude in the train. He carried a gun illegally, but 4 kids. You know, in New York City, they have trains. So in New York City, you got a bunch of kids, and one kid will walk up to you trying to strike a conversation.
Why is he saying? Why is he saying you know? As if I've just been a part of these gang activities. You was looking at me like this was like it was one thing to say it, and then the way you was looking at me like you know what I'm talking about, right? Like
wasn't trying
been there
to.
before, buddy, right?
I wasn't
The
trying
fuck out of here, bro.
I just bet.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You remember that, right? So I know.
Why you lying? You know you've been there
before.
You've been around it.
Let me get it.
You've been around that, bro. You've been around. It's always a couple of dudes. One dude walks up, goes like, "Yo, can I see? What time is it?" And they grab your phone.
What do they call that guy again? What's his name? The front runner, right?
Yo, that happened, but the guy had a gun on him. He'd been robbed before. He shot all 4 kids. They were planning to rob him. He got away with it. Self-defense. I mean, he went to jail for the having the possession of an illegal firearm, but man. My tism came out. Sorry, just had to tell you that. I had to tell you that case law. My tism came out.
It's okay. It'd be like that. Yeah, that's me though.
But back to the tism, the 5th thing. My bad.
The 5th tism.
Self-esteem. Your self-esteem gets built, and then you self-actualize. And I realized that. Sorry, go back. As when I became in a relationship, and I got the security system, I got my finance, my income coming in. Right. Then I have my sense of my community. Right. My sense of belonging and my family, my kids, right? Because before, as a single man, no one needs you. But then you have a family, and so even though you be alone, you're not really alone, because then your kid walks up to you and gives you love and all that stuff. So you start to feel that community. You get that sense of belonging, like, oh my God, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, etc. And then you start to self-actualize. You start becoming who you want to be in life.
Purpose.
So Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that is a psychological lesson for today. And I won't charge you.
I won't charge you.
Okay, so you're not annoyed by that. On social media, I can help you get 1,000 subscribers. They always say I can help you, and they charge you. Like, that's not helping, bro. You imagine? You say, let's just say this. You imagine you having a heart attack. No, right? No matter of fact, cardiac arrest be the easiest one. You go to cardiac arrest, your heart stopped, right? And you're like, and someone says, yo, I would help you for a measly $10.
You're giving them $10, ain't you?
Nah, nigga, fuck
It's a
that
must.
shit. You know how niggas ask you for tips? Like, everywhere you go, it's a tip. Starbucks, tip. McDonald's,
Yo,
tip.
that shit kinda
Burger
get on my
King,
fucking
tip.
nerves, bro.
15%. I'm like, nigga. But, I mean, economically, how it says economically, raising the minimum wage just fucks up the economy. So it's like, what's the other way to pay them more without raising the minimum wage? Tips. I would just say put a bonus. Give a bonus out. Like, that's one way you don't have to raise the minimum wage, but it's an incentive. If businesses will give a bonus for their employees, say they fucking showed up every fucking day for goddamn 4 months. Yeah. Bonus. Mm-hmm. That'd be a great incentive for me to show up. Bro, I mean, Donald Trump did that with the TSA employees. The motherfuckers that showed up during the shutdown, $10,000 bonus.
Fire.
Yo,
still missed out on months of pay, but fire.
You got your money at the end plus 10 G's?
I mean, you didn't get paid at least 10 G's. I think is he gonna give back the
you gotta get you back pay? Yeah.
The back. All right, back as long as back pay is there, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, if you were still working at TSA during all that shit, you're a real one.
Yo, bro, I'm glad I don't.
You're a real one.
Yo, I'm glad I don't fly for I'm glad I don't have to fly for a living doing that shit. Like, I'm glad my life doesn't require that. Like, to be like, that would affect me. That shit would suck. That's really out of your control.
Yeah, no, I got a friend from work. He's going to New York. He actually left today, and he was saying, like, for weeks now, he's like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go because of all this shutdown bullshit. And then I was supposed to go to Ohio in like a couple weeks too, and that made me wonder like how long is this shit gonna be shut down for?
Bro.
And I don't know anything about it. I stay out of all that type of like.
I mean, they cut the SNAP benefits. People who depend on SNAP got affected.
Oh,
government
snap.
workers, right? And like that, honestly, that it's 44 days. I think 43 days, and that made me realize, like, bro, these niggas is petty as fuck. These niggas really was like, yo, we gonna stop everything unless I get what I want. Fuck all these niggas until I get what I want. And at the end, bro, they didn't even get what they wanted.
Did they have to compromise?
They let's see what was it? They dropped because they wanted to fight for healthcare, like to extend the Obama care, and at the end they were like, whatever. I think it's like no, yeah, they didn't get nothing they wanted. Yeah, they got nothing they wanted, and that's what pissed me off.
Because they just wasted time.
Yeah, like and a lot of people got affected, and I mean I get it. At that level, they got to fight, right? But if you're gonna do something, make it worth it. Make it like
Stand on business.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like, if you're gonna do something and it's gonna hurt people, make sure it's valuable, not out of ego.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I get that.
It's kind of one thing that turned me off from politics now, bro. And that's just like, and I'm viewing all the anger in people now. Like I used to, because me, I fuck with Trump, and then seeing all that shit, I was like, bro, what the fuck happened? Like, because before I wasn't really political.
Yeah.
I got involved in it, and now I'm just like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm more of a middle guy, like in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, let's come together and talk. And somewhere I just became Republican. I guess I'm a Christian, so Republican. I like guns.
The company you keep.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah,
It's absolutely it. I don't get involved in any politics. I don't even like hearing about new information because, I mean, I know people fought me all my life about this, but like, I just personally don't feel like I can move anything. Like if there's an issue at hand in the political world, fuck am I gonna do about it? Other than bitch, complain and moan and groan. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then wait for you to tell me what I have to do. Wait for you to tell me that my taxes got raised. Wait for you to tell me that cost of living got raised, and that there's nothing you can do about it.
that's what turned me off. Yeah.
So it's like, what's the point of me getting involved other than get my feelings hurt and then argue with you, people who also have nothing to do with how it's gonna happen?
That's what I started realizing, bro. Seeing all these motherfuckers on social media, and they just are. And I got involved in that because I got bored, right? But you get bored. You get bored. You want to start arguing. It's fun. You got nothing going on in life, and so
I just can't relate.
yo,
Absolutely not.
I think my thing. I like trolling.
Nah, I know.
They got.
I absolutely don't like trolling.
Like I like trolling. Like I like being
That's cap. Actually, I'll troll my friends in your face all the time.
But what happened was I got into a TikTok debate with a Democrat, and I got so angry because I was actually trying to find a middle ground, trying to understand their point so they can understand my point.
Bro, that's the reason why I don't like politics, because there is no middle ground.
They didn't want to, yeah.
Motherfuckers be like, it's got to be this way, it's got to be that way. I'd be like, both of y'all motherfuckers got ideas, and there's an issue that needs solved, and as long as you just keep fighting, you're never going to solve the issue at all. Nobody's going to get what they want.
And that's what, it was that made me stop trolling, because I'm like, damn, I'm feeling the fire. And I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to do in my life. Like, that made me real, because I started feeling angry. So I'm like, damn, I'm making people angry. And then the second thing, that government shutdown, I was like, bro, yo, nah, I can't. Like, after that, and people getting affected, I'm like, yo, y'all really out here fighting 43 days, trying to stand on business, and you fucking people up just to cave in and not get nothing you wanted. Like, it's just like, bro, like, nah, I don't care anymore. Right. Like, I don't. It's because, like, I think, and it's just making me more angry.
That's the way I feel politics does most
Yeah.
people.
It's just making me
Be
angry.
like, I've gathered information and like, what are you doing with it? Like, now that you figured out you have to pay more for this, what are you gonna do besides go pay more for it? You know, like I just don't. I don't know. I'm ignorant to it on purpose because I just don't see the value in getting into it and tying it back to our original subjects like Christianity. That's the reason why I lean into Christianity, because like it gives back. And I'm sure that there are other religions that could give back, but you know, I've found something that works and I'm just going to keep pushing that avenue, and other shit I'll just continue to be ignorant to on purpose. I wouldn't even say ignorant because I'm always open to learn more about that stuff if it's going to better my life. But if it comes across like politics does, where it's just to pose an issue, like if you hit me with a bunch of facts about why the Bible isn't real, I'd be like, okay, and like, did you like learn? Can you learn from the Bible still? Even if you didn't believe any of that, could you still go learn from the Bible on how to live life? Well, yeah, but it's a bunch of rules. Okay, but can you learn from it? Exactly. That's the reason why I dive into it. If I feel like I'm going into your whatever and I can't learn from it, whether it be politics, religion, the way you live your life, the way you handle your business, if I go to it and I can't benefit from it, just like we were talking about the garden, you can plant your garden over there, I plant my garden over here. I put whatever fruits and vegetables I want, you put whatever you want. But if you got some extra seeds that I'm fucking with, then I'll take some of that, you know? But if you try to hand me seeds to fucking, I don't know, what's a fruit that's nasty? If you hand me some kiwi seeds or some shit to make kiwi.
Kiwi bang, bro.
It's so weird.
Kiwi bang. It does
it's
weird.
so weird.
It
It's
is
like
weird.
furry balls.
I don't even say balls.
Yeah, but you don't say that because you eat them.
It's like a vagina fruit.
No, it's the opposite.
No. So check this out. I said vagina fruit because in your head you're like, oh, but I love vaginas, right? But that's in a sexual mentality. You like vaginas. That shit is nasty. You don't. See, you don't.
I don't what?
You don't know the nasty. You don't know the nasty parts of a vagina.
I mean, it's a vagina, bro.
Yeah, bro, but that shit. So this is.
No, that's exactly my point. Like you eat it. I'm not. Well, I mean, you do that too, but I'm talking about kiwi. I'm talking about kiwi.
Cut that out. Cut that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never. I was trying to get to a point and never worked.
My point is, you
Tism.
eat kiwi. Yeah, tism.
Tism.
That's what this whole conversation is.
Tism.
But you eat kiwi, right? So you just ignore the fact that you have to peel back somebody's ball sack to get to this semi-sweet, semi-sour ass fruit that kind of tastes like, you know, sour pea. I do the same thing when it comes to
Sour
to the other
pea?
thing, you know.
You had sour pea before?
No, I was just being short for something.
Okay.
I figured we was getting too explicit on the pod.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's the whole thing is, what do you call? This is how I talk normally.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Like, unless I'm in a professional setting where I have to, you know, code switch and go, hi, neighbor. You know,
Yeah.
Chad, how you doing today?
Chadwick.
Chadwick. Chad, what was my Lucas Bonds?
Lucas Bondsworth.
Bondsworth, yo, that was my white name. Hi, I'm Lucas Bondsworth.
What was mine? Kevin. I didn't have a last name.
Kevin, no last name.
Kevin, no name.
But I mean, going back to the garden part you was talking about, and I think it's like, even in Christianity and even in politics, we gonna stay on topic, bro. Just because we go 7 different
I ain't talking about that.
tism.
I think it's like Christianity.
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 I hate you.
Christianity.
This is why there's not bullying in the hood. This is why we don't do school shootings in the hood.
Christianity.
I had to shoot the school because they made fun of me. Bro, I grew up being made fun of. Can't even
My fault. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Christianity.
Christianity. Back to the Christianities.
Back to the Christianity. Put this shit to the captions. Nigga, what the fuck you saying?
I know this got to be a clip on its own. Just us repeating Christianities over and over again.
Christianity. Yo, and politics, people are one-dimensional in their thinking and their philosophy. And I think that's the biggest reason why we have so much division. People have to have it their way. And until something traumatic occurs to them where they now will have to think a different way. Because people don't, I believe people like to be comfortable. And so they're not open to think a different way unless now they have to. Right? And I think on top of that, that's what the pursuit of God, the true pursuit of God, I want the like a fake pursuit. Like, I'm spiritual. Oh my gosh, mushrooms.
You want to look at my rocks?
Crystals. Yo, I'm sorry. I got stories about that, but
Yeah, we all do.
oh God, man. Oh, back in my fleshful days, bro. Back in my flesh days, yo. When a girl said I got crystals, but she's hot, I hit my tongue, bro. I hit my tongue. And I bet God was like, man, you fake. And I could. That's why I'm in Christianity.
Christianity right now.
Yeah, we don't be fake anymore.
Because it's a girl with rocks in her socks.
The true pursuit of God, bro. Because it's like, it's sorry, in Christianity, it gets you out of your comfort zone, right? Makes you tap into.
Yeah, I think that a big thing, which is crazy because actually a lot of people, I've been told this by so many people outside of Christianity that like, well, Christians are Christians basically because like they need to understand the afterlife. They have to have an answer for that. And I'm like, I mean, you ain't really get no answers other than where you're going. You have no idea what it's about to be like. You have no idea what heaven is. You have no idea what hell is. All we know is that that's supposed to be the greatest thing will ever experience, and that's supposed to be eternal suffering, you know? But, like, in the end, I feel that way about most of those people is, like, you have to have a lot more answers than I do. Like, my belief is that I have to rely on not having the answers. I have to rely on not myself. Like, I can't rely on trying to figure things out because the world doesn't work that way. How many times have I tried to go figure something out and I detail it and play it out and then like, boom, the opportunity's not even there to do that anymore, you know? Or I think that I'm learning something about myself and I'm getting to the bottom of a deep, just a deep lesson that I've been trying to learn, and then boom, the lesson changes or it reappears again, and it's like, yo, actually, I know you thought you had it, but you got to be quicker than that, you know? Like,
oh my gosh, that's
so
funny.
the fact is like the more and more I lean into my religion, the more and more I have to let go of the fact that I'll ever have answers. It's the same thing I'm saying about the music and the podcast stuff and all that. This too shall pass, like my boy Mike said. Shout out Mike Larimore. I love you, bro. But only for you, bro. But like, you know, the more and more I lean into my faith, that's what it is faith. Like, I don't have any more answers. And I feel like when you go elsewhere, it's like, you know, I'm not calling out any specific religions or anything, but just like random tidbits of knowledge I know about other religions, like, you know, abstain from this, abstain from that, and you'll get this, treat others like this, and you'll receive this. And it's like everything's so scientifically based. And it's like, if life really worked that way, why is our life so shitty? And why does everybody feel like life just fucking creeps up on them? And that there's all these outlying factors that just end up happening. If we were so in control of our lives, why the fuck don't we have it under control?
Yeah, so many thoughts went through. Like 8 different
My
light
bad, I
bulbs.
just started.
No, it was fire. It was fire, bro. It was fire.
ranting.
It was fire. I can make s'mores off of that. It's fire. Facts. Letting go. I realized that shit. Like the more I gotta lean into God and the more I gotta trust his mystical creature or being or creator, and it sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, but it works.
It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I forget who put it that way, but they were like, I can't explain this to you because it's supernatural. Like it's beyond the existence of this realm. So I can't explain it to you. I can't even explain my connection or why I feel connected to him. But like, that's why I try to tell. Like, I got a lot of friends who are not Christian and believe in other things, whether it be witchcraft or other stuff like that. But I'm not the person who's like, I don't give a fuck what you do. It doesn't change my salvation at all. You know, like, do what
That's
you
the
do.
problem.
And I always will give you the opportunity to try to convince me. And like, I know Christians that would be like, yo, that's foul. But I'm telling you that I can't be convinced. I'll let you do whatever. You want to do a ritual? I'll stand in the middle of the circle. God's going to be with me. It doesn't matter.
I think that's what it is, bro. You can't. I've been through so much. I think I've been to the darkest hole in my life. Darkest, suicidal, hate everything, depressed, hate myself. And the only thing that took me out of it, I tried everything. And the only thing that took me out of it was trusting again in God and through Jesus, like trusting in God through Jesus, and that is not a spiritual thing. Sorry, it is a spiritual thing, but that's when I explain to you like that, it's not like divine. It's really simple. Jesus said, "I got the answer. Do what I'm doing, and you will find peace. My yoke is easy to, the burden is light." That's all I did. So all I did was like, I bet, go that direction. That's it. And it started getting better. That's the only thing that worked. Yeah. And every time I got into the darkness, it's the only thing that gets me out. Like this, it's the only thing. And it's crazy because it's like, no, my wife isn't enough for me to get out of the darkness. My children aren't enough to get me out of it. They're not. I'm like,
bro, and that's what the book says. This world wasn't meant to be enough for you. This physical world was not what we were even meant for. And that's why I'm exploring this idea now. But like, I was explaining to somebody else the other day, is like, I'm starting to feel like that because we were only meant, like, this is like a midway point, And I forget who explained it, but they're like, there's a certain piece of the Bible where they talk about, he just basically brings up how fish lay and produce their eggs, and so they have two births, right? And then birds also the same thing. And so how that relates back to us in the text, I wish I remembered exactly what the verse was, but it's like, as humans, we have two births. We come through the womb, and then we exist in this world, and then we die again, and then get reborn in heaven. So it's like, that was his way of bringing it back metaphorically, but I'm truly, like, with my belief in Christianity, I'm believing that this life was just meant for lessons. You can't come up here with all that bullshit. That's what God's saying. You got to learn your lessons down here. I'm going to give you these things,
Even with Adam and Eve, it's like they had paradise.
And they fucked it up. They had one rule.
Now they got to work.
And humans don't like rules, but like, what? Like, think for real. What fruit did they eat? Or what tree did they eat off of? The tree of knowledge. That's how they figured out what was even good and bad. So we never even had to experience badness, but humans fucked it up. And then we continued again with Cain and Abel.
And that makes me
we continued again all the way down to racism.
And that makes me angry. Like I have an anger towards God. I do.
Oh, me too. Because it's always comes back to, why did you let that happen if you had the power to change that?
And it's like people, older Christians, I don't know how they done it. I don't, and I don't think it will ever click to me, because it's like, yo, there's people suffering, and it's like, oh, they'll die and get to heaven and be at peace. I'm like, so they just come to this planet and live a short life and suffering and pain because God's plan, and that's the best answer you got, bro. That's the best. Well, I trust God. It's like, yo, I've never been that guy. I've never been that guy who was like, oh, I'm going to trust it. I'm still going to be angry but I can't ask you. That's my only thing. Is like,
talked about,
yeah.
bro.
And it's like, I'm going to be angry, but I'm not going to be angry in a way where I'm like spiteful towards God. I'm gonna be honest. Cause yo, explain to me. Just explain to me.
Yeah.
You do that for me, and we're good. But until I die, get there, because that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, hey, yo, what's up? What's going on? That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And then he gonna explain, this is my master plan. Check out the little schematics. Like the Matrix with the gun. Yeah. Oh my God, that's deep. All right, my bad, bro. But I say that is because I'm not letting this anger go to waste. This anger, I'm like, okay, I need to get to the next level so I can do something. Because when you're at the lowest level, you can't help nobody climb the mountain. I've never heard nobody at the base of the mountain talking about, yo, I got you. I'm taking you up. Who hasn't climbed it? Like, yo, I got you, bro. You're still in the bottom. What you mean? So that anger motivates me to climb to the top, and God is my little Himalayan guy that they use, the guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your
little Mount Everest guy, you know. Come here, this way, senor.
Your spotlight,
yeah. So God is like that, my GPS to get there, and I trust Him, but I can't just ignore that part of me, and maybe because I'm immature. That could be it. Like at one point, when it came to free will, and no matter what, God's will is gonna happen. It's like, bro, how I got free will, but it's God's way, and it's like, destiny, and it's like that's conflicting. I don't really have a choice. But then I realized, oh no, you do get a choice. You get a choice to submit your will, and then He takes over. But you have to make that I submit first. You have to make that declaration and action, and then He'll take over. And then now that's where it's God's destiny now. Now it's God's will.
Yeah. I mean, and that, I feel like that's so hard for anybody to grasp. I don't care if you're a Christian or not. It's just hard to grasp. It's hard to grasp that whether, like, how am I supposed to do God's will when I have my own free will? And the thing is, like, read the book, listen to what it says, do what it says. That's the easiest answer to it. But also it's the mind state. Everything's about the mind state you're in when you're trying to pursue your life. And if your mind state is focused on why these kids are dying of cancer and stuff like that, and you use that to go figure out how to cure that, then that's great. But like, trying to, like, I'm mad about certain things too, right? And like you said, until I have that conversation with him, I just have to exist on this earth. There's nothing I can do about those problems. I just have to live and learn what I can learn from this and wait. But best believe I'm gonna have a bunch of questions. Me and God, I hope, can go on a walk for as long as He'll let me speak to Him, and He can explain to me why there is this suffering. Why am I suffering in the ways that I am? Why couldn't I let go of that before I died? Why are some things so hard to forgive? Why is it important to forgive like how Jesus did? Because like, no, it's not a forced thing. So there's us being humans, us being sinful creatures by nature. That me forgiving somebody is only going to do me wrong in the end. So like, there's just a lot of, I know I'm just random spitballing, but there's a lot of questions I have for God.
Yeah, I get
and a lot of things that don't make sense. But again, if I took God out of the reason why I'm following Christianity, it's because I'm living a better life off of it, And like, those questions I'll still have, but like, my version of Christianity is Christianity. My version of it is actually based off the song that I'm writing right now, Book of Elijah, because
shameless plug. that song I wrote and engineered and produced the beat by myself
this morning.
No sleep.
Yeah. But no, that song is about how I even started my path to real Christianity. Because when I was younger, I just believed that there was something out there, but like, I ain't know what that was. And then after moving back here and talking with him, I forget where I was taking him to, but he was like, I just remember him explaining that God is like your father, right? And he has to correct you and teach you things and get you right for life. And Jesus is like God's love for you. And I didn't understand what the fuck that meant at the moment. It didn't make any sense. But it made me realize that God loves me.
I got my heart wide open.